Hello there. How's it going? You alright? It's me, Tom MT. Uh, um, Tom M2, second channel. And I've decided I'm not gonna make videos straight from my phone on my main channel anymore. Oh my god, I haven't been talking to you guys since like the end of January. Oh. So I have had an ingrown toenail since August last year, and it got a bit better, and then it flared up again, and I had to get it treated every couple of months, and then my private podiatrist said, "Well, you either got to do this for the rest of your life, or you get toenail surgery." So I got toenail surgery at the beginning of March, 3rd of March this year, and was doing okay, but 3 weeks after I did some walking, which isn't great, but it seemed to be healing okay. And then after Easter, I got wasted. I got very drunk, completely fucked. Yes, and yeah, we did walking before I was drunk or whilst I was drinking. I mean, I feel sad. I kind of enjoyed it, even though I did a lot of crying and had a bad time in the end. It started off okay, I guess, but I ended up kicking a football later. But let's talk about that evening a bit more. So, oh yeah, my toe's not healed because of that, and I just had surgery again yesterday, so it's great, really. But I can't blame myself for, I did for a while, for kicking that football. It was peer pressure. No one was going, you gotta, peer pressure doesn't have to be what you learn at school, the really bad stuff. It was, people said, have a drink, have a drink. That's peer pressure enough. And I fell out with a couple of friends that day. To be completely honest, I'd introduced them to each other, and that hurt me. Pretty much, I have some social issues. I'm diagnosed with social difficulties. Yeah, so it fucked me up, and actually, at one point, after I was already drunk, 3 pints or whatever, bottles of beer it was. Didn't even have a bottle opener, so we were bottle opening them like on nature and stuff. So there was a group of 1, 2, 3, 6 of us, I think. Yeah, which is just enough. Just the guidelines, but it wasn't the guidelines. Yeah, it was. It was allowed. What was it? Who gives a fuck? Prosecute me. But basically, oh yeah, so we went to the park in the end, which is just fucking annoying because we'd done all this walking to get to the certain place in these woods, and I shouldn't have been walking because my toe was still healing, and fucking yeah, and then we ended up going to the park anyway in the end, which is where we fucking started. So there's me, Lewis and Brandon, great friends, and I'm not going to mention the other ones who aren't good friends because that'd be slandering them, but I can say the people who are great friends, their names. But they left me to go to the shop, and I'd had enough walking, so I waited. But then I started getting upset for being left and called people and was crying over the phone to people. And yeah, and then, well, then everyone got back and I was crying, upset. They'd stolen a trolley. The other 3 people they hadn't stolen one, but they found one somewhere. Yeah, and then I don't know. The other group of people, I just felt left out, and I think that's why the next day I cut them off because they were upset with what I'd been saying, which is fair enough. I said some bad things, but again, I was drunk, but I couldn't handle that negativity the next day. I wanted them to understand that I was apologizing. But yeah, I cut them off. I blocked them. which just shows like, can I not handle negativity from friends? That's something I need to work on, because you can't go your life avoiding negativity and stuff. But yeah, not a great night. And that was the last time I socialised. Well, I met up with another friend at the end of the week, and that was the last time I socialised. And then I realised my toe was really bad. And yeah, that was 2 months ago. Almost 2 months ago, so that's great. And here I am, after my second toenail surgery. And I think I had just a thought, maybe it's the world telling me you've got to stick with your break from YouTube till 31st of July when you said. So maybe I will stick with it, because I'm not going to be wanting to do YouTube whilst my toe's still healing. The depression and anxiety and the up are such stark contrasts at the moment. Like, I'm feeling really quite alright at the moment, and then I'll get depressed in a few days' time. And I'm not saying that's a self-fulfilling prophecy, it's just what happens. 1 week in, 1 week out. It's shit, really. But I'm on this medication, lamotrigine, now, on top of my quetiapine. And that, basically, it's a long-term mood stabilizer, and it gradually lessens the impact of the depressive episode, so that's good. Yeah, so I'm not going to do the same thing I did last year, which is regular mental health vlogs. Although they were healthy to me, I think I enjoyed them, but I don't know. I probably will, because usually when I say I won't do something, I usually do. I think I'm forcing myself too much to change myself because I'm going to university. I want to cut YouTube out of my life. I want to quit. And I think I'm going to stick to that, which is sad. Like, at least for the first 6 months again, I'll take another 6 months off. And I hope people will stay with me after that. But it's not about the audience, really, is it? I mean, that's what I'm trying to get hypnotherapy and therapy about. It's about the views don't matter. I've been doing it for 8 years, and I've never got very good views. I've been lucky a few times, got over 1,000 views on certain videos. Yeah, so life's boring at the moment, but it's gonna be okay. I've got only a few friends now because I cut some out, but it wasn't healthy for me. There's another. I'm off to Devon at the end of the month. I think I'm going to vlog that. I've got a new camera now. I got a proper digital camera, not a DSLR, but like a portable camera. So I'm excited to do that, to use that. It's just good because I've got an iPhone 11, really good quality. However, YouTube degenerates the footage, or not even. Actually, maybe it doesn't matter what camera I use. Maybe it's just YouTube. Fuck. I hadn't thought about that. But YouTube does. It kind of degenerates the footage, if that makes any sense. And I feel like it's iPhone footage. If it turns out it's not, that'd be annoying. I don't know. It's like, if I keep recording on my phone, it'll just stay on my phone. But if I have it on a camera, I can upload it to my computer, store it better. And it's a separate thing to my communications device. And I can use it for photos when I'm going on holiday, and it's just nice to have something separate now. I've had a camcorder for 6 years now, and it's not a very good quality camcorder. It's done the job well. But yeah, it's time to up my game. I think I'll get a special grip. Something I can tie to the top of my computer so that I can use it as a webcam to film my face cam. For my gaming videos, and I want to get a blue screen thing. Green screens are very cheap, it turns out. you can get one that ties to the back of a office chair. So that's good. So I can tie it back and I can have a green screen behind me because I've moved downstairs to the kitchen now, and the kitchen, well, I don't want you to sit in my kitchen. And then I start uni, move in on the 16th of September on a drama foundation, a foundation in drama and theatre. So that's pretty epic. And yeah, I've not given up on YouTube yet. I need to prepare for college, but I still want to make this EP, but I haven't been practicing the keyboard whatsoever. If you have a look, without showing you my feet, because, you know, but look, that's what my room is now. It's like, it's a clutter. It's never been this bad before, and my mum uses my room as an office now, which is good because it's out of the way, but we live in a small house. It's, you know, I don't like my room anyway. It's never a good space. I used to just sit in here all day watching stuff, and it wasn't healthy. I still sit and watch stuff all day, but at least it's further from the screen if I watch it on TV. I'm alright. But I need to fucking get a job once my toe's better. I need to apply for them now. I'd like to work for Waitrose again. That didn't do so well 3.5 years ago. It didn't really do very well working at Waitrose, but I think if I'm clear about my bipolar and I needing support, I think it'll do well. I just want a job. I want to get money because I'm going to uni. So that's me. 12 minutes of Tom MT.